No one could have imagined this. In a normally placid lakeside town, explosions heard kilometers away, fireballs soaring into the night sky. A runaway train with 73 tankers of crude oil derailed and blew up, then burst into flames. And rescue workers still haven't been able to look through the wreckage for victims.
The fire's still going. The firemen are working very hard to try and end the fire, extinguish the fire. So at this point, I really can't into that because we haven't been on the scene, so we don't know exactly what we'll be looking at once we get there.
First 1,000 were forced to leave their homes, then 1,000 more as the smoke and flames continued throughout the following day. Many gathered at this hilltop park to try to catch a glimpse of what was left of their town.
All the center of the town was burning, and we were just the other side of the lake. But what we saw, it was fire, and we saw the bombs, explosion.
Investigators have to wait for the fire to be doused, tankers still full of oil to be made safe. The rail company says the train had been parked for the night on a siding. Somehow it came loose and rolled several kilometers into town before derailing.
I cannot understand that that kind of train pass just in downtown in a little city like Lake Megantic. And I think that the train company was not very careful.
The town has literally had its heart ripped out. Several square blocks have been leveled or burnt. Among the many buildings destroyed, popular restaurants that may have had late-night customers. There are still many people here who say they've heard of someone unaccounted for, someone who doesn't answer a cell phone. But until the flames are finally out, those are fears that cannot be calmed or confirmed. An unthinkable catastrophe has befallen this small town, a place that at this time of year is usually more worried about too many tourists coming to enjoy its lakeside amenities, and an historic town center that's been absolutely devastated by this blast. And the worst of it, they won't know for days or possibly weeks the full extent of casualties and damage. Daniel Lac, Al Jazeera, Lac Megantic, Quebec.